used car parts, and I just focus on sprinters, I could be one of the largest sprinter, parts, I guess, sales out there. And I dream big, and it might be like funny for you guys. And I say that I was gonna be like, sprinter parts game, but I say it as a joke. But you guys probably get that. Some of you guys got a laugh out of it. But I like to dream big, and then I would like to, think on it further, and then I'm thinking, okay, what is it gonna look like? Because I have to be able to see it. What is it gonna look like? And I noticed that if I do that, I will be successful. I could see that, but it's gonna actually eliminate some other things that, like some of my actual goals that I want to be at. Like the money's gonna be there, but my future plans, what I plan for myself, is it's gonna be there, but they're gonna be not, like bumping heads, and I will explain. When you have something big that's going on, especially like a salvage yard that I was planning to do, that means dealing with clients, that means dealing with phone calls, that means on a daily basis something selling. And I know this is another problem that people are afraid of. Some people are afraid of their success, and that's me. I'm sometimes afraid of my own success because I know I'm going to be successful, and it might be funny right now to you, and some of you guys probably like laughing, but I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna get all these phone calls, and guys, actually, this is what gets a lot of companies that are in businesses in trouble. Everybody, when they start out, they think everybody's gonna want to come and shop at your store and this and that, like, and you're gonna have like this business, which usually does not work out, but nonetheless, this is the way I think. I'm gonna have all these phone calls coming in, all these parts to remove or sell, or to allow people to come and go on my property, because I do have a commercial property to do that, and I'm imagining engines being pulled, transmissions being pulled, parts are being pulled left and right, and I'm thinking, do I really want to have that? I ask myself these questions, and I'm thinking, partly, that means not becoming a king for sprinter parts, but that made me think differently. So I'm thinking, if I don't want to have all this stuff going on and all these phone calls, like, how could I make money but eliminate all the headaches and all these people coming and going and taking stuff off? Because all of this is time consuming. And why am I really thinking, how could I eliminate this? Because it's really important for business to have customers, because I have a passion. I make videos, and that's where my passion is. I really highly value my freedom, my family time, me just be able to travel anywhere that I want on no notice at all. I could just tell to my wife, hey, let's go on a vacation, and we're gonna go. We don't plan any vacation, we just go, and we just have fun. And yes, I could shut down the business and say, hey, I'm on vacation. I could do that, but I'm kind of thinking, what some of the ways around it? Like, some of the ways is to use current technologies like we have, which is eBay, which is Amazon, and eBay is starting to do some service, kind of like where you send your parts to a warehouse and they manage it, kind of like for eBay. I don't know what they're called, but I know they have something like that, because they're trying to, in a way, do the same thing that Amazon does, because Amazon has like many warehouses and there's parts. They're brand new parts, but if you buy them, Amazon's gonna sell it to you. So to me, this works a lot better. Like, if I want to sell parts, I should just buy a certain quantity of parts, send them into Amazon, and have Amazon take care of the shipping for me. This means no more phone calls. This means I don't have to store the parts, I don't have to pick up the parts, I don't have to package the parts, I don't have to ship the parts, which is real important. The same thing goes for eBay. Like, I recently started selling eBay, and I'm going to be back at selling it. When I started selling eBay, guys, my second day listing parts on eBay, I got vertigo. And basically, it's me being dizzy and basically walking like this, like a drunk, having to hold on to walls as I walk, and it was making me dizzy and throw up. And I mentioned this just partly when this thing was over, but for 2 weeks I had this. So I kind of thought, if I had all these businesses that I had to really move around, that really would not work for me, because when you have that, you just can't function. Like, your life gets turned upside down. So I have to really think outside the box. So how could I make money virtually and make all this money online and still be able to enjoy my life? Because it's real important. At the end of the day, what I want to accomplish is by having a business that works for me. I don't work for the business. Everything just works virtually, and I don't have to be really in it. And I'm gonna still make money while I sleep. Yeah, I want to have a pie and eat it too. That's kind of like that type of a scenario that I want. Sometimes you're gonna get the advice you can't have that. This is gonna be true for many of you, and I think it all depends on how you look at it. Like, I've been a believer all the time that that is possible to do. It is possible to accomplish what you want to accomplish, and that's what I focus on. I focus on how I could actually build something to where it just works for me. That's what I've been always focusing on, and as I go further into it, I learn more, and I have better ideas. So, and they're being shaped. This is why I've looked at many businesses that I wanted to do, and I'm like thinking, huh, they're actually going to be bumping heads against each other. Good idea, but bumping heads. But one of the things that I do want to mention, guys, if you are starting a business, it is best to have a focus. I'm kind of like all over the place, but I could be that, because a lot of my stuff that I'm doing, guys, I build a virtual space that makes me money, and it makes me money. I don't have to be in it anymore. So I build this virtual space, this virtual space, this virtual space, that. And I'm not going to really go into the details right now, but I will maybe like in my future videos. And when I do that, there's money always coming in. And I made it to where there's like hardly any money flowing out, like really. So that means freedom for me. I could do whatever I want without no compromise. I know this is not really logical, because a lot of businesses, you have to have employees, you have to have a location, but guys, you have to look at the future. A lot of stuff right now, see, we're living in an information age. A lot of stuff right now is so automated, and some jobs that you have right now could be replaced. And this means factory workers are going to be replaced by robots. BMW plant is already been functioning for several years. They have just a bunch of robots at the factory. They're building all the cars. Other cars will follow. There's already, Amazon's already testing drones to make deliveries for small packages. I order a lot of small packages. I pretty much shop on Amazon. I don't own a Costco card. No more Sam's Club card already for the 3 years. I get deliveries straight to my home because I'm a Prime member. And I get those deliveries for big, huge items. And I'm thinking, how could I afford to do that? But they can. So guys, kind of think about it. Like, if there's somebody that just started an Amazon business, I mean, just think about it. They just bought like vans because Amazon was like telling people how they could like have their own company, and they're going to be providing them with all these jobs. But guess what? Amazon is making those people buy their own vans, hire their own staff. They're kind of like dictating how much money you should pay them. Yet they're trying to like see like how could they build all these drones to make small package deliveries, and they're testing that. And a drone kind of like flies like a crow, pretty much straight. They don't have to follow any speed signs. It means things are going to be like working much faster, just drones making deliveries. Think about how much of those deliveries are not going to be happening anymore. That means a lot less vans are going to be like needed to make those deliveries, because some large stuff, yes, they're going to be delivered. But guys, I get a lot of small stuff that's delivered. A drone could easily deliver that. Plus those drones are kind of big. So I see that there's just going to be more of that. That means Amazon's going to be saving money by not paying these people for all these van deliveries, and a bunch of fuel's going to be saved, like all of this stuff. And it's pretty much going to be green, and it's going to be all these drones flying around, because they're already testing this. They want to roll it out like in another 3 months. Same thing's going to be like with trucking industry. Trucks are going to be like pretty much automated. They're going to be like self-driving trucks. Tesla's already working on that. Ford's already working on that. GM. That's what they're looking for. So that means a lot of us in the future is going to be out of the jobs. This is why like I'm requalifying myself. I'm looking at ways like how could I do something that works together with this technology, and rebranding myself, just restructuring. I'm doing that right now while it's actually not too late. And there's only so much you could do. I have like so many different plans. But now, because I own my own place, because I have a chance to just like not even do nothing, my brain is actually working a lot more creatively. And it's kind of like thinking of other ways, like how could I still have the freedom, yet make more money doing it? And believe it or not, guys, it's actually a little bit better way. It's kind of like, if you're trying to, let's say like if you're trying to do like flooring business, right? If you are the one that's going to be installing the flooring, that means you could only be doing like one house at a time. But if you hire crews, they could be like 5 houses at the same time. So like that's kind of like that, except it's virtual, like what I'm kind of like thinking about doing. So everything, it's gonna be like automated. I mean, if you look guys, I mean, with all the store closures that's going on, why are they closing?